So today is just a snapshot of the 2-day course. I want to show you all what we'll be doing for 2 days. Actually, I run this internationally and it's for 3 days. But I try to, Dylan said, wow, 3 days, Singapore is very busy. Okay, so I lower it down to 2 days. This is what we're going to be covering for the 2 days. All right? Customer acumen, doing research about your customers. I'll explain that in a bit of detail. Industry insights, understanding their industry. Engagement. For the 2 days course, we hope that by the second day, you're going to be doing a story. Tell a story, because that's how you sell, right? Telling stories rather than just selling based on pricing, okay? There will also be, we'll look at a bit of things like sales funnels, sales tools like Salesforce, and then building an account plan. And of course, the capstone activity is the role play. That's what we're going to be doing for 2 days. But for today, given there's only 3 hours, we're just going to be covering 1, research customer strategy, 2, industry insights. That means trying to understand the industry, whatever industry they may be. And last but not least, management, P2P, people to people. All right? Any questions so far? So, to make the workshop a lot more practical, I'm going to pretend that all of us here, all of you all, are actually account managers for 3 accounts. So I'm going to show, as we go through these modules, we're going to pretend we are the account manager for Singtel, BreadTalk, and Love Bonito. I chose 3 brands that all of us Singaporeans are very familiar. True? All familiar, right? Well, my wife loves Love Bonito. Loves. So I said, okay, must pick this one. So I want to ask you all, other than the familiarity, why, maybe we close it. Why do you think I picked these 3 Singapore companies? Why? Anyone? And by the way, I'm giving dollars for every question or answer. Right or wrong, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, we will count your dollars and then we will give you prizes, okay? The top 4 of you all will get book prizes, okay? Just for the fun of it. Already, I think Krishna got 2 already because he came early, so I gave him 1 for coming early. So if you all don't talk, Krishna walks away with the prizes, all right? Okay, why do you think I choose these 3 accounts as examples? Anyone? Absolutely good. Okay, actually Love Bonito and BreadTalk more B2C, but it's okay. It's okay. Still give you. What else? Why I choose these 3, other than the fact that my wife loves Love Bonito? Anyone?
Singtel has got a 28 history. BreadTalk and Love Bonito are companies in the last 10 years. So we just want to get a mixture of how companies are.
Good. You talk about mixture. So you're right. I purposely choose these 3 because they are very different. Different in terms of what? What do you think? Sorry? Merchandise. One is fashion, good, which is merchandise. What else? Service. One is service, Singtel. FMCG. So 3 different industries. What else? What else are they different in? Other than the nature of the product or service. Sorry? One is government. Actually, none of them are government, right? True or not? Okay, maybe Singtel is GLC, government link. Okay, good. GLC, and the other 2 are private. What else?
Are they very established brands who need to constantly engage with customers?
Absolutely.
The journey and reinvent themselves.
Yes, they are established customers. Good. What is your name? Yip. Okay, Yip. What else? Why these 3? What do you think about their revenue? Are they very different, you think, the revenue? Who's the biggest of the 3? Singtel. Who's second? Who do you think? Yeah, BreadTalk. And the third one is Love Bonito. So the reason why I choose these is because their revenue are so wide. I'm using FY25. 5 billion. And by the way, 5 billion is only Singtel Singapore, okay? We're not talking about the group. The group probably combined 20 mil. So just Singapore alone, 5 billion. BreadTalk, almost 600 million. And Love Bonito, 100 mil. The reason why I chose them is because today we're talking about B2B, enterprise. In Singapore's definition, any company that has more than 100 million Sing dollars of top line revenue is considered enterprise, okay? Anything below 99 mil and below is considered SMB. That's one. The other one is employee size. Any company that is below 200 staff is SME. Anything above 200 is an enterprise. That's why I chose these three, because they meet all the two criteria of revenue and employee. There are 600,000 registered companies in Singapore. How many percent do you think are enterprise accounts? Out of the 600,000, to be exact, 596,000. How many percent? Anyone want to give a guess? 5%. Okay. I want to see who gets the closest. 5% is not bad. That's a hint. What else? How many percent are enterprise, which is what we are targeting, and how many percent are SMEs? Small, medium. 5%. Yip, say 5%. 10. Okay. Close. Some more? Sorry? 8. 20. My hint, lower the number. 15, lower the number. 1%. Only 1% are enterprise. Then you're saying, ayo, then TY, why do we even bother with B2B, right? 1%. But guess what? This 1% contributes to 55% of our GDP. Think about that. 6,000 companies, enterprise companies in Singapore, they contribute to 55% of our GDP. The other 590,000 contribute to the balance 45. So it makes sense that we should be targeting these enterprises because they are fewer, 6,000 only, but they contribute a lot, which means that they are willing to buy. Okay? So now that leads me to a question. Have every one of you come with your nominated account? Because that was one of the pre-work. Come into these 3 hours with an account you have in mind. Because I'm going to have some activities where you need to apply what you learned on that account. Hands up for those who say, I already come in with one account in mind. Got or not? Then you've got about 10 seconds to quickly think of one. Got or not? Don't have. Equinet did not ask them to do pre-work, is it? Who has come with any account in mind? Oh, who else? Also, I trust your. Okay, what's your account, Edward, that you have in mind?
My one is the fast food chain.
What's the name?
Not fried chicken.
I just ate that 3 weeks ago. Awesome. Krishna, what's yours?
I recently did an assignment for a company which is a facade company.
What company?
Facade, doing facade.
Oh, doing facade. Okay, and so that's the company that you want to. Yip, what's your account?
The company I'm working for, a technology marketing agency.
So you are using that as the account to.
Because
Okay.
we're doing solely B2B.
B2B.
Yes.
Good. Who else? Yes, what's yours? Oh, Tooth Suit, of course. Big German, right? If I'm not wrong. Good. What else? The rest, nothing. So I give you all about 10 seconds to quickly think of one account, okay? One account in your portfolio. Don't worry about 100 mil and 200 employees. Never mind, just pick one. Just pick one, okay? Countdown, huh? Because yes. What's yours? Shiseido. I trained Estee Lauder. I did not manage to train Shiseido. Big customer. Okay, good. Shiseido. What else? Singapore Health Services. SingHealth, of course. Government, right? SingHealth. Okay, SingHealth is the biggest of the 3 health clusters. Good, SingHealth. What else? Okay, so can I trust that as we go through the workshop today and there'll be a few exercises, those accounts that you just mentioned, Shiseido, SingHealth, the facade company, and so forth, you will use it and apply what you learn on them. Okay, that's the reason. The reason why we do that is to make sure what you learn is very practical. It's not conceptual. Okay, shall we go? I told you 4 prizes. These are the 4. Some of them I even went on my holiday go and buy for you all. So these 4 prizes, at the end of the day, we will count how many dollars you have. Please, this one I must qualify, don't cheat. It's just, I'm not giving away a Rolex, I'm just giving books. For the fun of it, don't cheat, okay? Cheat means, Cheryl, you just join me, then we combine, then, okay? Try not to, okay? So these are the prizes we'll give away, and I will always try to give away prizes for all the workshops, okay? So, this is, in the two-day workshop, this is the storyline that you got to role play at the end of 2 days. I'm going to leave this here for a while, and I want you all to look at it, digest it, and give me your first impressions. Anyone? There's no such thing as a wrong answer. What is your first impression when I say, if you come for the 2-day course, you will have to end up giving this story? Oh yeah, TY, I just want to sell on price. What's my tell story? Anyone? What's your first impression? No right, no wrong.
It's a process.
Sorry?
It's a process.
It's a process, good. It is a process, and it's a 5-step process. What else? Hey, very quiet at this corner. Come on. Money. Krishna said it's a process, it's true. 5 steps. What else? Yes?
My first impression, I have a question on why there's a part of it.
Yes, good point. Hold on to the question. I'm going to answer that. Sorry, what's your name again? Sorry. Vanessa. Okay, good question. Vanessa's question is, why must they have this up and down and all that? Good. I'll answer that at the end of this segment. Others, your first impression. Cheryl, you want to say? Oh no, Claire. What do you think? I see you pointing also. Okay, give you. What do you think? What's your impression?
It's approach and engage.
Yes. Approach and engage. Okay, good. Good start. Approach and engage the customer. Win them mind share. What else? Sorry?
Lead the customer.
Lead the customer to a potential solution. Yes. I don't want to say manipulate, but yeah, lead. Okay, good. What else? Yes.
Customer centricity. So like two domains are like centered on customer excitement, customer stay.
This one must give $3. You're right. Customer centric. Do you notice that of the 5 steps, when does your solution come up? Step 4, right? The first 3 are all centered around the customer. So you're absolutely right. Most people say, oh, TY. In fact, when I went overseas for some of this training, they say, hey, TY. No, step 1 is we must straight away talk about product and our features. Do you all agree? Straight away, talk about product and features. So, what's your name, sorry? Jia Fang is right. Customer centric. Your story, without the customer knowing, actually is centered around them, not you. Right? That's the first thing we must remember. What else? I always say this, for a woman, if you're dating a man, you better hope the first few dates they talk about you, not talk about them, Hey, my name is TY. I'm a university graduate. No, I studied this, I do that, I earn so much. It shouldn't be. He should be centered on you. Just like when we do sales, we should be centered on the customer, not on ourselves. Your solution can come in later, okay, but not so soon. What else? Some more? Jia Fang got 3, just for saying customer-centric, I think already straight away leading already. Krishna, we better catch up. What else? Okay, so first one is first 3 customer-centered, then subsequently comes to ourselves. So now, Vanessa asked the question, why must it go up and down? Why don't we just go straight like that, right? There is this case of the customer excitement level, then you get them excited, you make them a bit sad, even drown them before you go up there. Why like that? Why do you think?
Because humans take a lot of time to gestate the information that is being provided.
Okay, and the information should have a little bit of an emotion to it. Okay, Krishna, I get it. What else? Okay, let me ask this question. How many people like to watch Netflix? Hey, lying lah, you're bluffing. Okay, let me ask again. How many people like to watch Netflix or Amazon Prime or Apple TV? I think all, right? And so when we watch Netflix or Amazon Prime, Apple TV, It's because of the stories. And when you think of stories, all stories have up and downs, true? Good person, bad person. Would they fall in love? Would he kill this person? Well, during COVID, my wife forced me to watch Crash Landing. Wow. I was like, well, please, Mrs., I don't want to watch. But she insists must watch, right? After a while, I come to quite appreciate it. Because, right, got ups and downs, right? Do they like each other? No lah. They hate each other. One is north, one is south, right? Will they fall in love? No lah. Will he kill this person? So in all stories, Netflix is the best example of storytelling. There's always up and downs. I want to tell you all that in selling, even B2B selling, you must involve emotions. B2B selling is emotional. It's not just pricing. So that's why when you tell a story, right, it leads to this sort of feeling. Versus, okay, sorry, your name is Chi Kyong. This is $10. I give you 10%, take it or leave it. That is flat. No emotion, right? Versus if I use this on Chi Kyong, this story, to somehow make him feel, wow, this is exciting. This is life-changing. Rather than it's $10, I give you 10% off, it's $9. Okay? So the 2 days we will talk about how to make B2B emotional through stories. Any last comments before I go to the next screen? Anyone? Okay. So, again, we are not going to be doing this today, but over the 2 days, we will be asking you as we go through the various activities, you'll be filling up this template. Because this template will be the template that you will use on day 2 to tell your story. Build credibility, step 1. Shock them with a point of view. Quantify and personalize it. Then your solution. And last but not least, how do you close it strongly? Right? That is the 5 steps. And we will go through the 2 days for you. Every time we stop at a particular module and we do activity, is for you to do some research and then fill in your story. Today, we'll probably only just fill in step 1. And maybe a bit of step 2. We won't be filling out all 5 steps, okay? That's the story. Yes. Yes, please.
Quantify the impact and personalize it.
Yes.
So the sinking feeling, are you saying that you should hit them with all the negative things, then your proposal should have all the positive stuff?
Theoretically, yes. Or you can actually hit them with a positive. Hey, if you take this potential solution, do you know that you can potentially save 20% over the next 1 year? That's a quantifying in a positive. But you can also say, oh, Vanessa, if you don't take this solution, I suspect you will lose at least 10% market share over the next 1 year. You quantify it in a negative way. Most times you think people react to the positive or the negative stronger. Yeah, absolutely. You don't do this, you may lose market share by X%. Versus if you do it, you will gain market share. Oh, okay, not bad. But the negative hits harder. So, good question, Cheryl. You can use it either way, okay? But that is actually quantifying it. And then you have to personalize. And although we won't be going into the details of personalizing, but anyone wants to give an example, how do you personalize an impact? Anyone? How? He's not playing the game, but now I give. How you personalize it? How you personalize the story? Other than using their names and their situation? You're right. If you don't do this, not only will it cost this much, how would that impact your role as the CEO? Or personalizing it, right? If you do this, imagine what that would do to your career as the CIO. Oh, you make it personal. How does that impact your KPIs if you don't do this? Oh, KPIs, pocket. You hit my money. You're making it personal. Okay? But yet, we do all these first 3, we don't yet give the solution. Why don't we want to give the solution early? Why? Why wait until step 4? In fact, actually, some of the classes I teach overseas, I make it even more elaborate. It's actually 7 steps, and you only offer your solution at step 6. Wow, all the way there. In this case, I simplify it. Solution at step 4, not step 1. Why? Anyone?
Hook the customer.
Sorry?
Hook the customer.
Hook the customer with the first 3 steps, personalizing it. Okay, what else? Anyone else? Yes.
Identify the customer needs
Absolutely, we cannot jump in straight away and offer a solution as step one. If you offer a solution as step one, you know what's happening? It means I straight away say this is your solution. No impact, right? When I make it step one, step two, step three, now as you make the pain a bit stronger, quantifying and personalizing, do you think then the impact is going to be greater when you offer a solution? This one scared or not?
So scared.
Scared or not? Getting a bit scarier, right? So the storytelling is the same. You want to stretch step one, step two, step three until the pain is there before you offer the solution. Then when you let go, the impact is going to be greater. Okay? This is something that companies like AWS, Amazon, Globe Telecom, a Singtel company, they're using. PayPal is using this as well. And recently, late last year, Salesforce as well, right? Quantify, make it harder. Okay? Good question. Cheryl, anything else before we move on? Okay. If not, step one, which is build credibility. How do I build credibility? Anyone? And maybe I should not assume everyone knows what's credibility. What's credibility? You are credible versus you are not credible. What's credibility? Jikyong, want to try? Oh, sorry? Did I hear a voice? Yes, Vanessa.
Trusted.
You want to be a trusted advisor, not just a transactional salesperson. What else? Credible? Reliable, good. You are reliable. Yeah, they say, okay, this person has good experience. Meg has good experience. I trust her. I think I find her credible. What else? Good. You have a track record, right? That's why I purposely hint to you, I train AWS, Salesforce, so you know that you're not guinea pigs. Got sales, got track record. What else?
You are what you say.
You are what you say. Reliable. If I say I'll meet you on Wednesday, I will meet you on Wednesday. Reliable. So, all this is correct. So in a storytelling, how you want to build credibility, as you saw just now, step one, right? Build credibility is talk about them. But what to talk about them? So let me now straight away show you that we should be starting with their strategy. When you go in to sell to a customer, a B2B customer, you better know what the strategy is, the general strategy. Okay? Don't go in just with your... When I was a young account manager, salesperson, I just go in purely with my product and my pricing. Almost like a menu, a restaurant like that. That's no good, you know. Hey, I might. Take 10%, give. Purely transactional. But now moving forward, it shouldn't be. You should go in knowing the customer's strategy. Okay, in fact, actually there are 3 things, and today we'll cover a few of them. We'll cover 2 out of the 3. Strategy, you want to know what's that strategy. Finance, how are they doing? How are they measuring their own success? And last but not least, who makes the decisions? These are the 3 things, the SFM, or sometimes I teach it as SMF, the 3 things that you must go in for every meeting. Not just pricing and product and features, okay? You need to know about SFM. So let's start with S, okay? I want to ask you, Singtel AM. You're an account manager to Singtel or to Bread Talk or to Love Bonito. Where do I find that strategy? Anyone? Good. Quite obvious, right? But yeah, what else? Where else to find that strategy? Internet. What else? Good. If they are publicly listed. If they are not publicly listed, you don't have investor briefing. So Singtel definitely has. But guess what? Love Bonito and Bread Talk are private. So they don't have quarterly investor reports. What else?
I'll look at past media coverage, like interviews with
Good.
directors you already share about.
News reports. You'll be surprised. Sometimes YouTube, you just type in Love Bonito CEO's name, boom, it appears. Good. Past interviews. What else? Where else? Okay, good. The other way is just ask them directly. So I want this, by the way, this one, when we move into this sort of B2B, you can ask them, but your asking should not be, hey, tell me your strategy. Your asking should be, I already know your strategy, but tell me how is it working. You must let them know you know. You cannot ask them as if you don't know. I have to tell you all this. About a month ago, someone connected with my wife on LinkedIn. Some sort of like a vendor in healthcare. My wife is in healthcare. And so my wife connected with this person. And the first question, then they met up virtually. First question is, I don't know anything about you. Can you tell me about you? And my wife was shocked. You connected with me on LinkedIn. Shouldn't you already know about me, right? So never go in unprepared. You must always go in knowing about them. Or in this case, their strategy. And then ask questions, showing them you know. Can? Don't ask open-ended questions that you don't know their strategy. So we've said internet, we've said investor reports, past interviews and all that. What else? Success stories, case studies, okay, good. What else? Or asking them, what else? You're missing one very big thing. Big one. In fact, you're missing two big ones. Youngsters love it.
Facebook.
Sorry?
Facebook.
Huh?
Social media.
Oh, absolutely. Social media. What else? One more big one.
AI.
Yes! Okay, so all here. This is what we'll be looking at, okay? And please, work smart, no need work hard, okay? And I tell you, with your AI, it comes across as you have done all the research. True or not? When I was teaching this class 3-4 years ago, absolutely no AI, you had to search, really physically search in the internet. Go to social media, go to Google, go and search. Now, no more. Work smart, not hard. Okay?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
When you say find out about their strategy, what kind of strategy? Let's say I'm a vendor trying to sell them cyber security
Sure.
solution.
Yep.
So, but they don't know what they don't know, you see. I have to educate them.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the question is, if I'm selling cybersecurity to XYZ company, should I just go straight in to say, hey, I want to talk to you about endpoint security. This is my vendor. This is the features. Or should I say, I noticed that you are expanding in Asia. And you're expanding into some very tricky countries. I noticed you're just opening a branch office in Bangladesh recently. Now they've started to think, Bangladesh, so what do you think are your security capabilities in Bangladesh? Versus broad, right? I noticed that your competitor has expanded not just to Asia but into Europe. And you are also following suit. But are you aware that XYZ security compromise is happening right now in Europe? Oh, okay. Right? A bit more specific rather than broad, right? Okay? So, this is where. Take a look at Love Benito. Assuming I'm going to meet the CEO of Love Benito, do you know that this took me all of 10 seconds? But if I talk to her and mention, hey, Miss Song, you got 3 clear pillars, she'll be probably quite impressed. Wow. And the 3 pillars are: 1, you want to expand. You want to reach out to a wider market, especially the US. I noticed that you focus a lot on sustainability, ESG. Wow. That puts you in a slightly better position than saying, hey, Miss Song, I want to sell you cybersecurity, so you tell me, what's your budget? That one a little bit less customized, right? So let's take a look at this. Love Bonito wants to expand, want to strengthen Southeast Asia. They're already there, but they want to reach out to US, and diaspora means Asians living in the US. Go to I studied in the US for 3 years. All the clothing, the size are all damn big one, So for us Asians, I cannot find anything. So what Love Bonito is doing is go out there and not just have Asian fashion, but Asian sizing. Okay? Okay. Sustainability, they want to also refocus on e-commerce. Still on sustainability, they want to make sure that they are sustainable from A to Z. And last but not least, want to look at empowering women. Okay, those are the first 2 pillars. The third pillar is they want to innovate and differentiate. Oh, use advanced analytics. So you want to sell cybersecurity. Straight away, you now know that if they're planning to use advanced analytics, okay, what are your potential threats? As opposed to very general, hey, I want to sell, but I don't know what your threats are. Wow, suddenly, potentially, you might be able to help them, build up their analytics, okay? Asian body proportions, so small size. And guess what? Do not compare them to fast fashion. The CEO, Dion, does not like that. You say, hey, how do you compare with H&M? She'll be very angry. She'll say, hey, you compare me with H&M, Lawrence, get out of my office. I am higher class than H&M. Or at least that's what they feel, okay? So, important to know this so that you can have some conversation with them, all right? Now, my question is, can you trust AI? Can or not? Very accurate. I told you it took me only 10 seconds. Very good info. Look at that. Can we trust AI? What do you think?
If possible, try to read the links that the AI provided.
Yeah. Sometimes they will tell you where's the source, right? Okay, good. What else? What else can you do? AI looks like quite accurate. Right? Gave me so much info, Can I trust AI? What do you think?
The accuracy rate is about 75%.
75. Later I'll show you, Natalia, a number that is worse than 75, okay? So, if we don't trust AI, counter-check sources, where else should we? I look at Love Bonito, then I went into their website, exactly what you said, and there the CEO has just now Vanessa, you mentioned about interview. This was an interview that she did. Bloomberg, trusted source, in their website, and then you counter-check. Is that really what AI said? AI mentioned Southeast Asia and US. Okay, that looks accurate. And then she also mentioned in her 20-minute interview, regional expansion, Asia diaspora, good, accurate. Differentiation, this wasn't mentioned in AI, targeting women in their 30s and 40s. Literally, this is the crowd, right? Yeah, counter-check. Annual report, Singtel. Once you get into the report, then you straight away can tell, so Singtel is focusing on enterprise business compared to B2C. So they're going for B2B. Oh, why do you think Optus needs to rebuild brand trust? What's happening in Optus in Australia right now? Why you laugh? What's happening? Why must Optus rebuild trust? What's happening now?
Because there's what do you call it? Some problem with their grid providing.
Then
cut off the power. Then can't even use their handphone.
They can't use.
So cannot call emergency call.
Exactly, the emergency call went down twice or 3 times, right? And you know that there are some Australians who actually died because of that. Unlike Singapore, Australians still call 999, right? A few of them died. So they have to rebuild trust. And guess what happened 2 weeks ago? Singtel. Anyone holding Singtel mobile here and broadband? What happened? Disrupt, right?
Yeah.
And they just came back with the solution and said, give you $10, right? $5, oh my goodness. Oh, that's very bad, right? Yeah, disruption. So they need to rebuild trust. $5, wow, so bad. Okay, simplification. So not just Singtel, but Optus, but also all their their associate companies. And then NCS, their system integrator, is going on a 3X strategy. So important to know this so that you can do more research and talk to them to build credibility. Now, are you all starting to see that having this sort of conversation is different from just going there and say, okay, my price is this is what I want to sell you. You're having this conversation. Step 1, no solution yet. Annual report. Someone mentioned news articles. Take a look at this. Bread Talk. Just taking a look at these 2 news articles. What do you think you can surmise is Bread Talk's strategy? Anyone? Just looking at no need to look at the small words. Look at the headers. What do you think is their strategy? Absolutely. BreadTalk is planning to grow, right? You see the words? Growth there and keep growing. Then here, it's almost the same market as Love Bonito, US, Australia, London, and then Thailand, China, right? Okay. Now, this question. What if I cannot find anything about them? Because I am not selling to BreadTalk, Singtel, or Love Bonito. I'm selling to XYZ hardware company. No website, no social media. I don't know anything about them. So how? It's a real situation. When I was a young account manager, I was given some big companies. I was given some really kucing kura companies. No way, to find out. So how? Anyone? Ask them, right? Hey, you are a very small company. I can't find anything, even though I tried my hardest. Can you share a bit more, okay? Being very honest, can. What else?
I think a better way would be to frame it like, maybe can you share with me what are your challenges in this area?
Okay. Good. I am selling cybersecurity or I'm selling some sort of hardware, and I note that there might be potential challenges in this area. Can you share with me what you think are some possible solutions? Or some possible challenges you're going to face? Budget, I don't have IT staff to implement, those sort of things. Good. What else?
Become the customer first.
Sorry?
You pay some money, become the customer first, so that they get used to you, then slowly go inside.
So you be the customer.
You be the customer.
Oh, reciprocal. So you buy from them. So, hey, good, Krishna. I last time did the same with M1. I tried to sell them something. So I bought a service from them. Then they said, what you buy is not big enough, so we won't give you. I'm like, ayo. Okay, that's one way, reciprocal. But what if the thing that you want to buy from them, you already bought from their competitors? So,
Want it so badly, go and do it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, reciprocal. Okay. Good, yeah, good. Sometimes backfire, but it's worth trying. So I'll probably say, talk about their competitors. Hey, I don't know too much about you, but hey, do you know that your competitor has done this? How does your approach compare to theirs? Oh, when you talk about competition, people will say, wow, you think I cannot grow? You think I don't have digital transformation? Let me tell you all about my digital transformation. Then all the info comes out. All right, so always use competitors. It's important that you know your customers' competitors, okay? Or if it's not competitors, then industry trends. Always use industry or their direct competitors. So any questions so far, just about strategy? We just touched very high level strategy. Any questions, anyone? Yes?
But doesn't think that the strategy has got to do with who you're targeting, who you're talking to. You're account manager
Sure.
to a big company, and
Yep.
it's a big company, it's very layered,
Yes.
in many departments.
Yep.
So you need to customize
To that person.
to that person or to
Good.
that department.
Later we will be talking about, this one is strategy. Later we'll be talking about management. That means direct to the person. But good point. If I'm talking to just the IT director, why should I know about the strategy? Fair enough. I'm not asking you to spend like 10 days or 1 week to look at the strategy. It took me 10 seconds only. Right?
Yeah, but sometimes they don't even know.
Fair enough. So if they don't even know themselves, why do you need to bother to know about them? Why? Why do you think so?
Good to have.
Yes, good to have. Why? Why is it good to have? Even though you say, hey, I realize you're expanding, and say, oh, I didn't even know my CEO is expanding. But I'm still saying it's useful. Why? Potentially identify, because if you expand, potentially there may be more issues that will crop up potentially. What else? Yes! The key thing that you actually want is to show them you're sincere. I know about you. So step one, building credibility, is always showing them you know about them. Okay? It's not so much that, the strategy will affect what you need. But I know about you. Get you thinking to realize that, hey, I'm not just here to be a quick snake oil salesman, in and out. but I read up about you and I know you're doing this and that, and potentially as you expand or you're doing this and that, there may be newer solutions that you might need on top of what I'm thinking of right now. You also had a question?
Yes. You mentioned just now that you were given some accounts. Some
Yes.
accounts.
Yes.
I'm wondering,
Mm.
the person who gave you those accounts,
My boss, yes.
are they existing accounts or new accounts that
Ah.
you want to go after?
Yes.
If they are new accounts, how do they identify that these are worthwhile to go and chase after? I mean, what is the...
Good point. So let's say your boss give you 10 accounts, A to Z, okay, 26 accounts, okay, A to Z. Then you say, never work your way from alphabetical because maybe all the small ones are A, B, C. So don't do that. How do you then prioritize? Anyone? Sorry? You can profile, okay? How do you profile? How do you say that this one is big versus that one is small? How do you profile?
Find out like what how much
Their revenue, is it? Okay, their corporate. Okay, fair enough. You see the size, look at the annual, well, if no annual report, you go and search and find out, oh, this person has 100 million revenue versus this person has $3 million revenue. I would all else being equal, I'll target the 100 mil, right? Potentially, because it means that budget potentially is going to be bigger for whatever you're selling versus a 3 mil. The other one, a very simple way is, you know what? I go and search their address in Singapore. Wow, Suntec okay lah. Versus, alamak, Tuas Avenue 7. Okay, Tuas Avenue 7 maybe later, but I will tackle the Suntec on the Maple Tree Business Center. Right? Wow, 7 floors, okay. Wholesale versus, alamak, 1 floor. Not even 1 floor, 1 unit in a small little place in Bedok, Chai Chi Business Center. Yeah. Sometimes it's just a desk only. Correct. Sometimes just a desk only. But having said so, this is just rule of thumb. Guess what? All your competitors are thinking the same. So when you go to the Suntec with 7 floors, all the competitors there, right? Versus the one in Bedok or Chai Chi, no competitors, right? So I think this one a bit of art and science. Yeah.
What about year of incorporation? Do you consider that?
Potentially, but sometimes the very old companies which you think is very established, they may be on the verge of closing. So sometimes year is not great, right? Some of the young ones, new ones are very gung-ho. Maybe they are in need of services.
Sometimes the new ones are startups.
No budget? Yeah, no budget. So hopefully, like when I was an account manager, I have a portfolio of mixed ones. Then you have to identify which one go first, then which one, when have time, then go to that one, right? Mix and match.
How do we find out?
Yes, Edward.
New startup.
How do you find out new startup?
Like a new company that they are lacking a lot of things.
Sure.
So we want to sell a product.
Okay, usually I will.
Use AI or
You could use AI to say, I'm looking for, say, let's say, textile manufacturing. Can you please share with me which is the latest that has incorporated in the last 3 years or 2 years? Then actually, AI will pull from Accra, right? All the registration numbers. So if they see 2024, 2025 means new companies, right? I set up mine in 2024. So if it's an old company, like you say, some of the very old one, 1998, the UEN, business registration number, then you know, okay, this one very old. I don't want to tackle, I want to tackle new ones, okay? Ken?
actually I have this problem. Who is the director of this particular?
Ken! Then we talk about management later. Akan datang, we talk strategy first, okay?
Talk to the
Yeah.
to the cashier or to the front line.
Last time I even have security guard chase me away. I go in to look. What are you doing here? Chase away, right? Now no need already. AI will help you solve, okay? We'll talk about that later. So now I want to do a little exercise. Remember I said every one of you all will have your own account. Can you all just I'm just thinking about, give us about maybe, I'll give you all 5 minutes, okay? Use whatever way, AI, website, annual report, your account that you just now nominated, can you all go and search now and type it out somewhere, you want to write down also, can put in your handphone. What about their strategy is interesting? Or what is their strategy in the first place? Anything interesting about their strategy? Okay? In the real workshop, we'll go deeper. We'll ask you to not just find out the strategy, but how do you then fill up your step 1? Okay? I'll give you some examples, yeah? This is one example. I know that you are expanding. It's a happy example. A not so happy example is this. Okay? But this tells you that you have done your homework, you have read about them, right? And you found out that actually they've done this, but they have not done that. That's step one. Showing them you know them, essentially is what it is. Got it? So can I give you 5 minutes? Okay, I'll leave these 2 examples here so that you can use that as your example. Simple 5 minutes. Go and do your research now. And then after 5 minutes, share with me what you found. I'll give extra cash for anyone willing to share. Can? 5 minutes just started. Who is ready to share? Anyone? Krishna. All else fail, Krishna. Yes.
Can you use the board?
You want to see that one, eh? Huh?
Why
Oh, you want to draw? Can. Your strategy must draw one. Oh, okay. Okay. Shall I move it in the middle so everyone can see? Okay. And again, what's your company? You say make facade one, is it?
The company name is, I cannot say the company name, it's
Sure.
a facade business.
It's a
Facade business.
facade. So
You
make
know the Changi jewel?
jewel?
The glass
Ah.
items?
Wohab lah. Wohab,
That was
not
a
Wohab.
construction company.
So this one is not
Basic
Wohab.
product is construction. To put the dress upon it is the facade, the
Okay.
glass, all the.
Okay.
You know the National Library, the iPod.
Yes.
The
The
glass
glass
all over, yeah.
is then. Okay?
That's
I like to hear. I like to see.
Okay. First thing first, thanks for Equinet and also the
Okay.
staff for giving us
You're most welcome.
Because we are talking about enterprises, so we take certain things for granted that we are already meeting with the decision making people or the right person, step number one. Because strategy is the only differentiation between making it happen or not making it happen. Okay. In case of a strategy with enterprises, because we are talking about big deals, one small mistake will cost the entire thing, because Singapore is a small market. So once you go, you should have, as taught by the...
You're talking about the customer strategy, right?
No, our strategy to go to the customer and then tell them the story.
Oh, okay.
I saw your website. There
yes.
are 4 areas.
Okay,
in which
okay.
I understand your company is now hugging along.
Okay.
Okay, now we are going to compete in the market with your XYZ.
Okay.
For this one, I understand that your supply chain management is your bottleneck.
Okay.
Okay, if this supply chain bottleneck issue is addressed properly,
Yes.
then probably you could be in a better position. So I gave them because in business there are only 2 tickets that can increase the revenue.
Okay.
One is increase in sales or reduction in
Lower
cost.
cost.
So
Good.
supply chain management, because this one we cannot go somehow say, because
Okay.
the market cannot take much more. So address on this cost issue when I say if I can do the same for a lesser cost so that you are better off in
Okay.
relation to a competitor, we have inside the company.
Ah,
So for this
okay.
strategy to tell them, there are only 4 strategies as given by the art of war. Sun Tzu, there is one. great
Oh, art of war.
art
Okay,
of-
okay,
He
okay.
talks about these 4 strategies. One is guerrilla attack.
Okay.
Other is co-creation.
Okay. But before you go further, Krishna, so I want to clarify again. So you are sharing this is our strategy to tackle them, is it?
I will go and talk to them in this language.
Okay, fair enough. But okay, just KIV here for a while. Remember, by the way, this module on strategy is not so much. What you're doing is correct. I appreciate that. But this strategy, module 1, is customer strategy. Okay, not ours. Okay, we want to know what the customer, in this case, the facade company, is doing. Are they expanding? What are they doing with the supply chain? How are they controlling their suppliers? Who is the market? Singapore, Krishna rightfully says small. Are they expanding to infrastructure in Southeast Asia or Asia Pacific or Europe or US? Okay, strategy about them, not strategy about us. It's always step 1 about them, not about us.
Actually,
Okay?
it's about them. On this supply chain, I
Yes.
am going to tell them these are all the 4 strategies that you are not pursuing currently. So let me.
Oh, they are not pursuing
They are not
currently.
pursuing.
Okay, good.
Because you should know them.
Yes.
So I tell them I know you better than you.
Okay.
That's what this means.
Okay,
So if
fair
they can
enough.
tell to the boss, I know you better than you.
Yes.
Then I might be chosen because there are only two things when we go to provide a solution.
Okay.
Either you fit yourself or you being chosen.
Okay.
So this one gives you choosing advantage. This what not I say. This what the art of war say.
Okay. Okay.
Attack the opponent when he's not prepared and does he know what is exact problem.
Okay. Thank you, Krishna. I would typically give 2, but because you come up and draw, give you 3. Okay. Thank you.
So see,
Huh?
got the one.
See, you got it. Got it. What about the rest? Anyone? I'm sure you all 5 minutes did find something, right? I just want to hear. Just shout out 1, 2 words. What was your customer strategy? What was interesting? Put this one side. Come on.
Maybe can I just share on Arnold?
Of course.
I found out their strategy business is based on heritage.
Heritage. Okay.
Freshness and strategic location. Rather than aggressive expansion,
Okay.
such as big giant like KFC or Jollibee.
Yes.
They got less than 10 branches in
Okay.
Singapore.
Okay.
You got less than 10 branches in Singapore. Then I say the heartland business and spending, they are spending less on massive advertising.
Yep.
Competition.
Yep.
keep
The budget
food
is much
prices
lower. Okay.
Competitive.
Mm.
So that's why they don't advertise much.
Yep. Okay.
So,
Good.
Budget-wise, they try to maintain freshness of food rather than selling massive and spending on overeats.
Okay. Thank you. So I didn't know. That's interesting. They only have 10 branches in Singapore. 8 branches. Okay.
Recently, they closed down one branch at Bedok.
Okay. McDonald's has how many branches in Singapore? What do you all think? More than 10, right? Way more than 10. Do you know that McDonald's, when they first launched in Singapore, do you know what the strategy is? There will be at least one McDonald's, no more than 5 minutes drive from any Singaporean. Think about that. My home got 4 McDonald's within 5 minutes drive. That is their strategy. No more than 5 minutes drive, you can get to one McDonald's. Okay? Very different from Arnold's. Okay? Thank you, Edward. I gave you 2 already. What else? What about the rest? Yes, Vanessa first, then we go to you. Jia Fang. Vanessa?
So I was looking at two suit.
Two suit, okay.
Yeah, strategy with twin pillars of like digital
Mhm.
transformation and then also focus on sustainability.
Okay.
Yeah, so the digitalization part is like digital technology, cybersecurity, AI readiness,
Okay.
data protection.
Yep.
Then the sustainability part is focusing a bit on infrastructure, like infrastructure for hydrogen, for carbon capture. They're working a lot on EV, the EV
Of course.
as well.
Of course.
And then also like green building certification.
Okay.
And then I think can also tie all that into like the Singapore Green Plan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they're aligned with that.
By the way, the Singapore Green Plan is called what? Green Plan what? Anyone knows? 2030. Okay, we're supposed to achieve a lot of them by 2030. So good. If you know that they have ESG as one of their strategy, you should mention Singapore Green Plan 2030. Thank you. 2, but since you mentioned SG 33, yes.
Okay, my account here is SingHealth.
SingHealth.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's known as the largest public healthcare group with hospitals,
Absolutely.
clinics, and some specialty centers like the National Cancer Center.
Yes. Yes.
For instance. So for its strategy for 2026 and the next 5 years, including 2026, there are 4 strategic pillars.
Okay.
First will be expanding on current capacity.
More beds.
Yeah,
Okay.
more hospital beds in hospitals like Changi,
Okay.
and then
Hey, the one in Bedok, is it theirs? You know, Bedok is opening up a new hospital, right? Is it health SingHealth?
yeah, there will be a new hospital, Eastern General Hospital.
Ah.
That's opening up, so that's part of the
So it's under SingHealth, okay?
capacity expansion.
Good.
Okay, second pillar will be the focus on digital health and integrating of AI.
Okay.
For instance, having AI in diagnostic imaging
Sure.
in pathology.
Okay. By the way, no need to be doctor to diagnose now. Use AI. You and I can also be doctors. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. So there's 2.
Yeah, we'll close. Yeah. Number 3 will be a focus on population health,
Mm-hmm.
and then preventive health
Yes.
versus treatment.
We are getting older, true or not, Singaporeans? So preventive rather than actual treatment, good.
And the fourth pillar would be to expand its workforce by 20%.
Oh, increase more staff. Wow. Okay. Thank you. So once you understand these three pillars, straight away, whatever you're selling, you now suddenly have a lot more opportunities, right? If they're not opening new hospitals, your opportunities are less. Now they want to look at AI and maybe automation straight away. If you want to sell cybersecurity, your opportunities are there. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. One more. Anyone else? One try or not, Lawrence? Give you three. Okay. Okay, compromise. I give you one more. Okay, what's yours?
Okay, so because we are Center for Seniors, so we mainly focusing on seniors who are 50 and above.
Oh, so I fall into that.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
For jobs, for training.
Okay.
So we look into IKEA and she looked into HDB.
Okay.
Because we thought that, hey, IKEA got a lot of seniors working there, so maybe it's a good target audience.
Okay.
So we looked through AI and so and said, hey, IKEA maybe is not the one because they are seniors mostly are part-timer.
Okay.
So the good thing is that we know their strategy of IKEA is more on sustainability.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. While HDB, it's positive notes because HDB they are focusing on hiring senior Singaporeans. And
Also, you're targeting the senior staff in both companies or more HDB.
Yeah. So whether it's for training, employment plan, or,
Okay.
or in align with the Singapore's directions
Sure.
of re-employment.
Okay. Okay. So you now know when you look at the strategy, IKEA maybe don't focus more on, but now HDB because they seem to be hiring more of the target market you're after. Okay. Well done. Thank you. I was offered a job by IKEA, just to let you know. But I chose Singtel. That was 20 odd years ago because they were paying me $100 more. Okay. Okay. So this is a strategy. I know that we are thinking, but I actually don't really need to know strategy. I just want to zoom in. Trust me, okay, over 2 days you realize that when you start talking about customer and about themselves, what you're doing is step one, building credibility. Then they'll start to feel, I trust you. You seem to be sincere, you seem to know about my business. Versus someone who doesn't care about reading up. When I interview people, by the way, when I was working in StarHub, I interviewed this account manager. And I said, what have you read about StarHub? And I set this interview at least 3 weeks ahead of time. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Chang. I had no time to read up about StarHub. Okay, thank you very much, right? Okay, strategy. So now I want to ask you this question. The customer, very little about strategy. No mention, no social media, no annual report, alamak, no website, or the website very basic. What else can I talk about if I cannot talk about their strategy? Not yet. Remember, their services or your services? Okay, potentially their services. Good. What else? Good. Still about them, right? Still about them. What else?
How about maybe talk about your past purchase, like understanding your past purchase history and then trying to identify purchase patterns?
Good. If you can find, good. Okay. If you can find, thank you. What else? Yes.
Not all companies have a public
Absolutely.
Annual reports,
Yep.
right? So
Yep.
is it only if they're a public listed company that they have a...
Yes. Only, okay. Let me pull that back again. All public listed companies must have annual report, website that show quarterly finding reports. A private company a company that is not listed like government will still show annual report or sometimes still show quarterly numbers. A company like a pure private like Bread Talk or Love Bonito has no obligation to share anything. So that makes your job harder if you're tackling a real private company. Or some of them hide under the parent. So the parent shows the full numbers, but you don't know what each child contributes. So that is where, here now, you are servicing Love Bonito, let's say. But Love Bonito does show numbers though. And you can't find anything about them. What should I talk to them about then? Is my question to you. Anyone?
You mentioned competitors, industry.
Good! The simple answer is industry and competitors, okay? Because most people, most companies are interested to talk about their competitors and their industry. Ah, see, Krishna, you talk about Sun Tzu. See, I knew you're going to, someone will be bringing up about the art of war. Okay? So let's talk about industry. Okay? Important to talk about industry. So now let's look at industry. My first question is, why need to talk about industry? Yo, TY, I want to talk about product already. Now you firstly talk about strategy. Now you want to talk about industry. I'm asking you, bear with me, why is it important to talk about industry? Want to try?
Risks and opportunities.
Yeah. Industries will provide risk to them because competition, but there are also opportunities. Good. What else? Remember, no right, no wrong.
Just the business owner, the sense of what's happening in the market.
Yeah. They sometimes are open to hear a third party view of their trends, challenges, opportunities, threats. What else?
We need to understand whether are they laggards.
Okay, good.
They are
Yes.
very competitive.
Yep. So when you compare them against their competitors, then you realize, alamak, this guy actually not very good, right? Or no, this guy is the market leader. Yes. Good. And then your strategy might change a little bit based on their position. Good. What else? Anyone else?
Can you give suggestion for their expansion of the business?
By seeing what their competitors are doing, potentially you can say, hey, by the way, so and so is doing this. They are, you say you are expanding in Southeast Asia. Do you know they are expanding in Africa? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. Okay. So actually a lot of reasons. Most people are passionate about their industry. They like to hear your perspective, a third party's perspective. They want to know about competitors. They also want to know about threats, opportunities, trends. I'll give you a very, very practical reason why you should talk about industry. If you only focus on Bread Talk and only talk about Bread Talk strategy, what if your point of contact in Bread Talk leaves Bread Talk and goes to an F&B, another F&B, a competitor? If you studied and researched the industry, your research has not gone to waste, right? You can still talk to him or her about F&B. So it's very broad. I used to handle hospitality, hotels. Oh, the turnover of staff in hotels are very, very high. And guess, when they leave Intercon, where do they go to?
Hyatt.
Yeah, they'll probably go to Hyatt or Hilton or MBS or RWS. They always almost stay in the industry. So when I read up about hotels in general and about tourism, that still helps me regardless of where they go. So that's a practical reason, okay? So my first question is, again, just like strategy, where to look for industry information? Sorry? Always back to AI, of course. What else?
How about Yellow Beach?
Sorry?
Yellow Beach.
Do they still? I don't think they even exist. Yellow Pages is the answer. Okay. Yeah, no more existing.
But they have the...
Maybe online, But what will you find in Yellow Pages? That's an interesting thing you raised.
There's a lot of companies.
Then you can see all the competitors. Okay, potentially. And where are they located? Okay, good. Yellow Pages. What else?
Attend seminars.
Good. Especially is seminars that are very specific to their industry, right? Thank you. By the way, those who are tackling IT and telco, every June you got Communing Asia. I think now they changed the branding to X Asia or whatever. Yeah. Cybersecurity month, always October, there's a huge Marina Bay Sands cybersecurity. You're selling cybersecurity, right?
No, just
No. Okay, October, right?
Industry analyst reports.
Good. Industry analyst reports. What else?
Actually, I find out Yellow Pages, they
Got
still got at least 150,000 local businesses.
Okay.
Search for their product and services.
Okay, so still can find. Okay. It's just that physically no more, but
Last time
online
for a
still have.
This, my company gave me
Then from there you go and search. Okay.
But now the this no more.
Yeah. Or anything that's hard, like paper and this no more. But online, okay, thank you for sharing me that the online still have. Best one is news, especially local news, right? Local news. So at Singtel, you look at, in this case is Business Times. Yeah, you can find out what they're doing. Or in this case, oh, this is also local. I didn't even know that actually radio stations also have their own website. So straight away, you can already tell what Singtel's focus is on, right? AI. So news, local news. Sometimes for greater credibility, I'll suggest don't just look at Singapore news. Go beyond. Okay? So in this case, still on Singtel, I then look at regional news. In this case, Reuters. Reuters is from UK, right? And then this one, Financial Review, is from Sydney. Why do you think we should look at regional or international news and not just Singapore news? Anyone? Good. Who said that? Broader perspective. Who said? Okay. What else? Broader perspective is true. More what? More okay, broader. I would still say it's under broader perspective. More international. What else? Yes.
Singtel and Optus have like presence overseas.
Absolutely.
So you need to see what's the...
Yeah, see what the overseas press is talking about Singtel. Not just in... Do you know, by the way, Optus, the revenue is almost as high as Singapore Singtel. So it's important to look. I'll give you a more cynical reason. Singapore Straits Times dare not report this sort of bad news. Okay? Bad news. Only Financial Review in Sydney dares to say that Singtel says, a former executive say, Singtel is not investing enough money on the core business. I think Straits Times dare not report these sort of things. So sometimes it's good to see international news for a broader perspective and use this as a challenge if you're talking to Singtel, okay? 000 failures. This is the 999 calls that went down a few times, and some Australians actually died because of that. Third-party sources. Anyone knows what is credible third-party sources? Okay, good. Business associations. What else? This one is the more expensive one. What is it? All these branded ones. The big four, right? When you quote this, it gives you instant credibility. All right? So sometimes I do research here if I want to go deeper. What's the problem with these though? Anyone? Sorry? It's not free. Not all is free. True? Is it you said? Not free? Not free. So try not to pay subscription. So not all is free. And then besides these four, there actually are at least 4 more smaller ones, which is not bad. So I subscribe to McKinsey, and McKinsey does offer some free. So I just received this yesterday, right? To talk about geopolitics, to talk about economy and situations that is affected by politics. Free of charge. Okay? So, if you use credible third-party sources and you quote it, you build credibility. All right? Anyone wants to tell me what is this? Only Singapore has this. Very few countries actually have this source. Anyone recognize this? Anyone uses this? All those companies that you nominated, do they fall into any of these 23 verticals? Take a look at it. Our Ministry of Trade is nice enough to actually create 23 different transformation maps for 23 different industries. You can by all means go in to search for all these industries. So take a look at all this. They try to cover as wide as possible. In there, you can actually find out some of the challenges of the industry, some of the things that government is trying to help the industry to do. So this will give you a rough idea. Okay, if I want to talk about industry, I can go in to search for that. Okay? So I covered the sources. I now want to teach you all about 2 frameworks. These 2 frameworks, by the way, is something that I use globally with a lot of my clients, where if you use this framework, you can talk to any C-level about their industry with confidence. Okay? So these two frameworks are this. I'm going to share with you. One is called 5 Forces and one is called PESTLE. Has anyone heard of these two frameworks before? Which one have you heard?
Both.
Both! Well done! What about the rest? Anyone heard of 5 Forces and PESTLE? Have? Good. Have you all actually exercised it, practiced it, or tried it? Do you know that in your AI you can actually pull this out, yeah? So 5 Forces and PESTLE. Let me talk about 5 Forces first. So for those who have done it before, what is 5 Forces about?
Michael Porter, 5 forces.
Yes, it's Michael Porter.
Barriers to industry, political, economical.
That's PESTLE, that's not 5 Forces. Okay.
Barrier to entry.
Barrier to entry.
Regulations.
Oh, no, that is PESTLE, not 5 Forces. Yeah, I see where you're getting. Good. The answer is correct for the next one. What's your answer? That's PESTLE. That's not 5 Forces. Now mind, for playing, still give you. What is 5 Forces about? This framework. Hey, by the way, can quickly AI, never mind. It's okay one. It's okay. I don't mind. What is 5 Forces?
Entrance.
Threat of new entrants.
Bargaining power of your buyer.
Yes.
Bargaining power of the vendor.
Vendor. Supplier.
Threat of substitute.
Substitute.
Industry rivalry.
So these are 5 things that any company will have to face to put pressure on their business. And it will determine, this is a key thing, it will determine how attractive or not attractive the industry is. I'll give you an example. These are the 5. Any company in any industry must fight against these 5 things that are making their lives difficult. So let me give you an example. Mac. Let's say you want to go into business, okay? What business do you want to go? Fun one. What business? A fun business.
Art.
Art. Art class. Teach people art, is it? When you say art.
Gallery.
Oh, set up a gallery and let people come and visit the gallery and enjoy and you do a lot of curating, buying and selling, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you put all your life money, all your savings into this. I will also join you. So 2 of us open up an art exhibition. What do you think are the 5 forces that will make our life as art curators painful? Okay? What do you think? Who will be our industry rival straight away? First one. Another art gallery. Worse, the Singapore Art Gallery in City Hall, right? That is already straight away. Wow, we are fighting against government leh. Walao, okay. That's one. Who are new entrants that we will fight against? Sorry? Oh, you said, sorry, I didn't, sorry, thank you for. Who's new entrants that will affect our art gallery? You heard, wow, Mac and TY opening up. I also want to open up. I want to open up next door. Right? 2 already. Who are substitutes to our art gallery?
National Gallery.
That one is direct competitor. National Gallery. Direct. What are substitutes? People say, I will just watch, I just look digital, I don't even want to visit. Things that will, it's not exactly the same like art gallery, but it will substitute. Or it could even be, you know what? Those who live in Pasir Ris, your Wild Wet is also a substitute. Instead of going to art gallery, the children want to go to Wild Wet. Okay lah, we go there, then don't go art gallery lah. Cinemas, I want to watch cinemas. I don't want to see art. Also a substitute. What about customers? How's that going to apply pressure on us? Who are the customers? Who are Mac and my customer if we want to open up art gallery?
Art enthusiasts.
Art enthusiasts, who else?
Do you want to have like corporate customers?
Oh, okay, we can go corporate customers.
Your banks?
Okay.
Hotels?
Good. So you want to reach out to atas ones, right? Banks and all that. Those atas, I would say, hey, Mac and TY, your aircon very warm leh. And your location not very nice. You are at Tuas. You want me to travel to Tuas. So theoretically, these are customers with bargaining power. They want it downtown.
Exactly.
They want it in a nice location, right? The other customers will be you all. You all go in, you say, wow, I give 1 star. Wow, that affects us, right? Last but not least, suppliers. Who are the suppliers that will make our life difficult? Artists. They'll jack up the price. Oh, Mac and TY has no paintings, okay? So I'm going to jack up price so that they are desperate for some paintings. Yeah, artists, right? So suppliers, potentially could even be your landlord. Oh, you want to set up, so you want to be an atas business, then I jack up your rental, right? I jack up rental to make it more expensive. The car park that you want to use for your clients, I'll jack up the price. These are all suppliers that make our life difficult. So every business will always find 5 pressure points, okay? And these are the 5. So let me give you an example. About 10 years ago, I was servicing CAG. 2014, wow, more than 10 years already. 2014, 11 years ago. I was trying to sell Wi-Fi to CAG. I was also trying to sell them hotspot, wayfinding, analysis, people movement and all that. Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi and hotspot. 10, 11 years ago, CAG said, you know what? TY, no one wants Wi-Fi. People will be roaming. Not true, right? But back then, they said, right? So what do you think my team and I won't take credit for it. What do you think my team and I have to say to Changi Airport to make them get interested in Wi-Fi and in hotspot analysis? What must we say to make, is it price or is it features or is it specs? Is it the equipment?
No, the demand.
Demand, what else? Remember we are talking about industry, right? Okay, what else? Not quite right, but never mind. What else must we say to make them go?
Market leader. If they are market leader, then as to be seen as a top airport in the world.
Good.
Then they must have something more to
More. So let's keep at this, right? Market leader. You're right. We mentioned 3 airports that had Wi-Fi. Oh, now CAG get excited. You talk price, not exciting. You talk engineer, not exciting. But when you talk, oh, by the way, there are 3 airports. Who do you think? I want to see your general knowledge. Who do you think are the 3 airports? Good. Actually, Dubai / Doha / Abu Dhabi. That's one. We mentioned that name. Hamad in Qatar. CAG scared. What's the second one? Hong Kong. Yes. What's the third one? Sorry? I give you a hint. No Ang Mo. Not interested in Ang Mo. Wow, you guys seem to know. Yeah. When we mention 3 airports, Incheon, Korea, Hamad in Qatar, and HKIA. When you talk about competition, customers suddenly feel like, oh, okay. And this is a true story, yeah? Not pricing, not features, not SLAs, competition. But you must know your customers' competition. If you mention KLIA, you think Changi Airport interested? Right? If you mention Ang Mo, Heathrow, Ang Mo, forget it. But this was 11 years ago. Today, I think maybe a bit different, right? You probably want to look at, China, some of the China airports you should be mentioned up there, okay? So always know your customers' competitors. Nike, who do you think Nike is interested, watching very carefully for? Adidas. Who do you think Chanel is looking at very carefully? Probably not YSL. Who do you think they're looking at, Chanel? Hey, ladies should know, right? Probably not even Gucci, because Gucci is beneath me. LV is beneath me. MS and maybe Dior. Always know your customers' competitors. IKEA, what do you think IKEA is looking at? Sorry? Courts or maybe online, potentially. Who do you think your other one was, which HDB? No bolang. Government is the best. No competitors, okay? Okay, but actually if you want to stretch it, can be private developers, property developers, because they aspire to be as good as condo, right? So always look and understand who your customers' competitors are. My dog is the same. When I call my dog's name, I sometimes don't answer. But when I call the cat's name, wow, why are you calling the cat? You know? Now then she'll come. Always like that one, very funny. Okay, so let's stay on this for a while. Let's look at this. Okay, by the way, look. I go to Copilot, I say, can you give me the 5 forces, Michael Porter's 5 forces for bread talk? Boom! All of 10 seconds. Wow. Work smart, not hard. Okay? Let me show you one example of bread talk. Do you think bread talk, by the way, do you think the 5 forces, is it very painful for them? Or they are making a lot of money? No problem. I don't care about competition. I don't care about customers. What do you think, bread talk? Doing well? Huh? Okay, let's look. Which of the 5 you think is the hardest, most painful for bread talk? They're probably all equally challenging, but which one do you think is the most painful? Pressing on them, making their life very difficult. Which one?
Suppliers.
Suppliers? Okay, potential. Which buyer? Here, right? Oh my goodness, you are right. I hate to do B2C. I prefer B2B because B2C, everyone that has a account can go and whack. So take a look at this. Bread talk. Buyers. Oh my goodness. Look at all the complaint. Anyone remember all this? Wow, call them a bully, you know. Say that they reduce ingredients and keep increasing price. Low quality. All this is what bread talk is facing today. Anyone remembers this one? You all remember this famous story? Or you're too young to remember? Do you remember this or not? What happened in this Yo's controversy with bread talk? Don't remember? Oh, you're very, very forgiving, you know, you're. It's bad, but why is... Do you know what Yo's did? I'll tell you what Yo's did. I use you as an example. Yo's bought... No, not Yo's. Bread Talk bought Yo Yap Sing soya milk, open up their bottle and pour and sell it as freshly brewed by Bread Talk.
Wow.
Jialat, right? Until today, this person still remember. Pat Sim still remember, right? So, never try to bluff customers because anyone remembers when was that? Now you all remember or not? I mentioned about this. You're very forgiving, no? I still remember, but do you remember what year was this? Anyone wants to guess for money?
8 years.
8 years? Customers have long memories. It was 2015, 11 years ago. People still remember. Okay? Wow, Bread Talk. And anyone saw this? February! As recent as February. Walao. Use broom to clean. Exactly. It's challenging. So, as an account manager, let's say if I'm servicing them, I probably will not be able to help them answer, but I can use this as your step 1, 2, and 3. Make life a bit more difficult before you come to your solution, right? Let them know you know. Let them know you know they have challenges. Not everything is a smooth sailing, all right? That's why I say I don't like do B2C. I like B2B. B2C, last time when I was in StarHub, I go church, all the aunties go and complain to me. Oh, you StarHub, I want to talk to you about my mobile coverage. I want to talk about cable TV. You know, everyone, you know. Then I'll go church really after that. Okay, so now, that is one framework. The second framework is PESTLE. So I think PESTLE just now, some of you all mentioned. Anyone knows what is PESTLE? This is very macro, very big level. And a lot of companies use this to think about their industry. Krishna, want to mention a few?
Economical, social, technical, legal, environment.
Let's go through them, okay? 1, political. By the way, every industry will face pains with these 6. 1, political. What is happening in the politics today? Anyone? What's the big news happening that's affecting everyone? War, right? This little thing, right? What's this giving rise to? Absolutely. All increase. Operations increase. Profit drop. Unemployment. Before I came this afternoon, I had a 2-hour meeting with one of my clients in Philippines. They say, hey, TY, no need to fly here anymore. Ah, I'm so sad. We want you to do virtual. Why? I said, why? The oil is so expensive in the Philippines that we are now shutting our office so that we can keep electricity down. People are only coming to office Monday, Tuesday, stay home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wow, that bad. It's back to COVID days, no? They're not even staggering, no? They're just forcing everyone to work from home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday so they can switch off the aircon and the lights. Wow. I'm saying, wow. Okay, I'll teach you virtual, but price still the same, okay? Just you save on my flying there, okay? So, P. E, economic. Anything that affects the purchasing power. True or not? We are facing this right now, right? Cost of living. That affects business. Third one, S, social, big. True? These are the demographic challenges. What do you think is Singapore's biggest problem today? Anyone?
Low birth rate.
What is our birth rate today?
I think 0.8.
It's a big issue. 0.87. Hey, all your youngsters, I already done my business. I got 2 kids. I've done it already. You all better go and do. 0.87, one of the lowest next to South Korea. So what do you think happens to a business in Singapore when Singapore's birth rate is so low? 0.87. Sorry?
Less demand.
Less demand. Very few demand. What else? Workforce shrinking. Not only less demand, harder to get employees. What else? All these are challenges. What else?
Hard to find manpower.
Yeah, you can't find manpower.
Overseas.
Yeah.
Look for overseas.
You got to use overseas. You're right. What else? Absolutely, which means now you have to better your solution, better in cater for the older generation, right? What else? Hey, by the way, Philippines totally do not cater for old folks. You know, I went to their Tim Ho Wan to order food. Their menu is so small. No, I cannot read. You know, because all of them so young. No problem, they can read. I can't even read. I can't even take the correct thing. I say, hey, can you help me? I just want ji jiong fan. Okay, you take. Cannot see, right? But in Singapore, we better make it big, right? Because aging population. So yes, demographics has impact. These are the impact. We better cater for international taste because there are going to be more foreigners in Singapore. Okay? So guess which country is the opposite of Singapore? I just hinted just now. Yeah? And who else? Okay, Vietnam. Okay, good point. Vietnam. Who else? One more country in Asia, not Southeast Asia.
Cambodia.
Not Cambodia. Not that. Bigger country. Not that. Bigger. Even bigger. There's one country. Only one country. Yes, there are 2 countries right now that is totally opposite of Singapore. 60% of the population is below 45 years old. Wow! So if you are tackling a customer that is in a Singapore market versus a customer in India or Philippine market, you're going to approach it very differently. You need to know pastel. Okay? I don't know whether to be happy or insulted. One of my trainees in Philippines said, oh, TY, you are so good. You are so approachable. You remind me of my father. I was like, walao. Yeah, is it a compliment? That means I'm old. Okay. Matured. Okay, good. Thank you. Matured. Okay. Give you. Technology. Technology affects, right? True? It affects how your customer does their business. It also affects how they relate to their customers. Have you now noticed, poor thing, McDonald's got no more uncles and aunties working already. Right? All got replaced. So sad.
No, they work
Back, but you cannot talk to them already. Last time, hey, hi uncle, how are you? I want. They don't want to talk. Aiyo. Uncle, ni hao ma? Uncle, quite nice, what? Now cannot. Right? So technology affects. Legal, all the rules and regulations, that also affects business. And the last one, environmental, big, right? Why do you think so many companies now, in fact, all companies have ESG strategy, environmental sustainability, sustainable governance strategy? Why do companies have ESG nowadays? Why?
Because government want the listed companies to declare their carbon.
Not because they love the environment, they have to do it.
Yeah, they have to do
Yeah? Government enforce. Not just that. Do you know that if you have no ESG strategy, investors will not buy your shares? So that's why bo pian have to do. So it's not a coincidence that all three of our accounts all have ESG. Everyone. Non-listed also bo pian have to have ESG, right? Because it's now part of governance. So if you are selling solutions around sustainability, I think you are in a very good space because all companies must have ESG. Okay? So take a look. I also asked for pastel for Love Bonito. Boom! Everything all came out. AI is incredible, right? Look at that. Then I can, when I talk to Love Bonito, I pretend that I know. I know. But actually it's just AI. But of course, once you do it, you got to read, right? You got to absorb and be able to say some things, right? And this is for Singtel. Wow, so much. Any questions about pastel and 5 forces? Anyone? So let me just go back here so that you see it. Any question? Remember, these are frameworks that if you can master it, just reading it and absorbing it, I hope you will have the confidence to talk about any industry. Okay? So having said so, can I now give you all a few minutes to do this? I ask you, since you are the nearest to me, you want pastel or you want 5 forces as homework?
Wow, I think 5 forces.
Everyone here do 5 forces. Everyone here do pastel. Okay? She has decided for you. Okay? So what I want, for the next 5-6 minutes, use AI, okay? Pull out the pastel, 5 forces, pull that out for the industry of your customer. So in HDB case, it's property or public property development, okay? And I want once you pull out, just to read through it and identify 1 or 2 that you feel will potentially have the biggest impact. Is it regulation? Is it AI? Is it automation? Is it ESG that will have an impact on their strategy? The strategy that you found in the first exercise. Okay? We'll do this very quickly, then we can take a 10 to 15 minute coffee break. Okay? Let me start my 5 minutes now. Just short one. Sure, thank you, Chi Kyung. Okay, wait, let me switch on my music.
So we can all go for the break.
Okay, so yours is 5 forces, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your company? That
No, just
general.
making a general.
Sure.
I use a car brand. So it could be BYD, could be any.
Okay, BYD.
So I think industry rivalry is the strongest one. Because there are so many brands all trying to accelerate electrification.
Sure.
Then I think the other big threat is also the substitutes. Where local transportation framework is now getting better and better.
Okay.
So I think these are 2 biggest ones.
Yep.
The third one I would say is the customers.
Okay.
The customers now, the transparency of information, I think is making customers know what.
They can research
Probably know more
everything.
than the salesman. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think this
Okay, so you're right. Substitutes doesn't necessarily mean other cars, right? That one is industry rivalry. But substitute will mean, guess what? I just take MRT, lor. Why must I buy? Right? Grab. I'll just take Grab. Or some people say, I just walk. I want exercise, I walk. So those all suddenly become substitutes if your customer is BYD. Huge. And of course, this one, more and more brands are coming out with electrical versions. It's no more just BYD and Tesla, right? You've got so many others. Okay, good. Thank you, Chikyong. I want to hear a pesto here. Someone want to share any part of pesto for your industry? Yes, Arnold.
Under the challenge that the vendor may face,
Yep.
under the fast food industry, right?
Mm.
The government now is trying to operate fast food chain must undergo health initiative and trade.
Okay.
There's a war on diabetes. Then you need to specify your nutrition of your food.
Yes.
And also sugar tax on soda.
Absolutely. Good point. So that can come under legal or political, right? That can affect. Arnold's most famous is fried chicken, right? Very unhealthy, right? Wow. So now suddenly better start to think what other options can I offer? Maybe a bit of salad, a bit of impossible chicken with less fried, maybe grill, right? Yes, legal and political effects. Thank you. Let's go back to 5 forces. You want to try?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the case study that I've chosen is called QuickBot.
QuickBot.
Yeah. So they are a local company.
Mm-hmm.
That provides robot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know those robot last mile delivery.
Okay.
So something like hotel.
Sure.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So if your hotel guests order food delivery, so the robot will be the one delivering to
the last mile. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
All right. So 5 forces.
So this company that does QuickBot,
Yeah, correct.
which one do you feel you want to share that impacts them most?
Okay.
Chicken already shared about new entrants, substitutes, and customers.
Oh, okay. Mine is also substitute.
Okay. Who would substitute?
The human itself.
Yeah. Yeah, the human itself.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Food delivery people.
Yep.
And then okay, so they can also, the customer can also choose not to order, right?
True.
Yeah, and just go down.
Or they decide just go and eat downstairs, lor.
Yeah,
Then that
correct.
QuickBot suddenly has no requirements. Anything else?
Yes. These two are the
Main one. Okay. Thank you. So they are here in Singapore, is it this company,
Yes,
QuickBot?
correct, yeah.
Nice office, or Ulu.
Their partner is AI tell me the partner is FedEx.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
And then there's also
Potentially can get big if it's FedEx.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
I go back here. Pesto. Anyone wants to share? Edward already shared. Who else want to share? Yes.
Singtel as
Sh-
an example.
Yeah, Cheryl, go ahead.
I think for Singtel, it will be probably technology and maybe a bit of economics.
Okay, technology and
Singtel
economic.
is trying to change into digital infrastructure, right?
Absolutely.
The impact sector,
Absolutely.
Technology is moving so fast.
Yep.
We're trying to sell like 5G and all that, but
Yep.
customers are not willing to pay more for the faster speed.
Yep.
So technology moving so fast is impacting customer behavior. They need to invest heavily. There's a lot of competition.
Yep.
Payback period is very long.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, economic challenges.
Before you go further, so Singtel has this tagline that is also applying to their associate companies overseas. From telco to techco, which means I don't want to be seen as a telco anymore, right? Telco is old-fashioned, 5G, landline, old-fashioned. I'm now a techco, i.e. AI, robotics, facial recognition, that, all right? So telco to techco. What about, you said economic, is it? How does that affect Singtel?
Technology moves so fast, right?
Mm.
You need to invest. You need to keep up with what's going on.
Yep.
And you need to be agile and fast.
Yes.
Not only with what's happening within the industry, but also what the customer payback period is very challenging for this kind of investment.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to partner or you need to watch regulation.
Absolutely.
There's all this regional thing. You have to maneuver and
Yep.
navigate all these
Yep.
regulations. It's not a mean feat.
Absolutely. So economic, for example, Singtel decided many years ago, let's not build cloud. Let's partner with AWS, Azure, Microsoft, and GCP, Google. Why fight against the big boys? I will resell and partner them. I will just sell data center, but I don't do cloud. I just work with them for cloud. So you're right. It's not economic for them to build their own cloud. They tried and was not successful, so they decide to partner. Okay? Thank you. One last one. 5 forces. Anyone? Anyone? 5 forces? Yes. Casio. Nice. Okay.
I think the main, I was reading the 2025 integrated report.
Yep.
Excellent report.
Oh, okay.
I think the key thing they mentioned, the main piece is the suppliers.
Supplier. Okay.
So they mentioned geopolitical risk,
Mm-hmm.
the strategy to diversify their local and their production sites.
Yep.
And all that.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of things are mentioned.
Okay. Okay. And so for their production, they probably, to be cost effective, may not want to do it in Japan. Is that true?
They actually got sites in Japan, China, and I think Thailand as well.
Okay. Yep.
They also mentioned the infringement, IP infringement in China. They won the victory, which is a landmark case.
Sure.
IP infringement, but
Yep.
I think, I'm not sure the IP is probably under the substitutes.
For here potentially. Yep. Yep. Or potentially could even be industry rival, a fake Casio. Yeah, it could be a fake Casio.
I think that one, because they won the case against the IP infringement, so
Okay.
they say that it's a very good landmark. Especially in China, it was, I mean, they won the case in China.
Okay.
But their main, I think the long term, and in long term, I think it's a supplier issue.
Supply issue.
They talk about the war also,
Yep.
all the materials that they don't know this,
Mhm.
all the supply chain, they're building about how to rebuild
Okay.
a resilient global supply.
Sure.
So supplier is the main
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Thank you so much. So now, I brought this up because in the real 2 days, what I'm asking you all to do is, although I didn't show the table here, with this understanding of PESTEL and all 5 forces, or both, you are going to create step 2. The step 2 is a point of view where you got to say something that shocked them. Okay? To make them go like, oh dear, I did not know this is an issue until now you raise it. Whether it's supply chain, whether it's legal for fried foods, whether it's whatever, right? Competition, substitutes. Suddenly now I'm shocked. So in the 2 days we'll cover how can you convert what you learned in PESTEL and 5 forces into a point of view that's disruptive. For today, because of time reasons, we don't do that, but at least you have started to now identify challenges. Okay? So, can I give you now, it's exactly nicely 4. Can I give you 10 minutes, stretch your leg, get coffee and all that, we come back at 10 past 4, okay? And we will then talk about management, people, okay? Our last topic for the day. So let's take a 10-minute break, everyone. What do you all understand when I say B2B is P2P? What do you understand by that? B2B is P2P. What does that mean? Yes, expand on that. Yeah. Here you go.
You recognize that the other party has emotions.
Yes.
It's not just providing, it's not just for our product, it's not just for giving information.
Yep. You need to connect with the person if you want to make a sale. Or better still, you want to make a repeat sale. Sometimes you don't need to connect if it's just a one-time transaction, right? You don't really need to. But if you are in a B2B space, enterprise, you want to be able to sell to HDB over and over and over again, which means that you have to connect with the person. Right? You cannot just try to sell and hopefully don't see you forever. So that's why B2B, business to business, is still people to people. So let's try to understand management, the people who make the decisions. Okay? Who are calling the shots? So I want to share, this is a typical, I'm just assuming, but correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you're not all from IT, so never mind. Assuming you are in the IT line, you want to sell an IT product, solution, software, application, hardware, this is your typical audience you want to tackle, right? The IT department, CIOs, IT directors, this is information and security officers, people in charge of cyber security, and all the IT employees. So I'm asking you all, with learning 5 forces, learning PESTEL, I want to encourage you all to go wider beyond your typical IT. Anyone wants to help me fill up who might be these people that we should be targeting in addition to IT? Good. C-level, CIO, CFO. Why CFO? Because that, right? Good. What else? Who else? Not just IT. Go beyond IT. Who else? Help me fill up the blanks.
Operations.
Good. Daily operations, because sometimes they are the end users. Who else?
Finance.
Yes, finance. Who said finance? Okay. Finance, just like CFO. Good. Admin. Sorry? Yeah, head of HR. Don't forget head of HR. Good. Especially your solution is training or some sort of software for HR matters, right? What else? Procurement. Oh, very important. They need to sign off. They talk about budgets. Who else? Huh? Did I hear? Sorry? Okay, vendors akan datang, but yes, correct. Vendors. That means not just the customer themselves. You need to talk to other people outside the customer, which are their vendors, partners. What else? Whoever they may be, but if they are your project champions, they champion your product for various reasons. Maybe they are influencers, they like you, or they in their old job they have used your product and they want to champion it. Good. What else? Okay, accountants / financial people. Okay. Who else? Anyone else? I'll give you $2. BUs, business units. Why do you think you need to tackle head of department, especially business units? Why? Now you switch here. Now even more inaccessible. So what's your why tackle BUs? They are the users, and theoretically, if you are BU head, you are the one bringing in the money. You are the head of sales. And sometimes head of sales have the biggest voice, right? Who else? Yeah, I think you all tackle most already. So yeah, I'll say this. So you're right. BUs, C-level, HR, right? Procurement, exactly what you all say. Who are these here? And I think you mentioned, who are these outside? Anyone? Do not neglect these people outside. Who might they be?
Shareholder.
Are not shareholders, but good try. Who else? They are influencers, but they are outside. Influencers can be anyone inside also. But who are these outside that we tend to forget? But we don't forget them, especially in a B2B when it's a big dollar value. Who might they be? Our end users will be internally here, inside. Supply, okay. So good answers all, but mainly is vendors and partners and suppliers. So for example, if I am selling IT, I better don't forget system integrators, right? I better don't forget the hardware providers or the software providers. These are vendors or partners that sell to them because sometimes your solution needs their input. Needs them because you never know, some of them may have better relationship with the customer than you. So if you pack up with them, and go in together, you may be in a better situation. So many a times when I was selling in the enterprise space, I cannot rely on going myself. I need to find out who are the existing vendors. If it's HP, I try to work with HP. If it's Aruba, I work with Aruba. If it's Cisco, I was handling government for 5 years. GovTech, if you say Cisco, they will buy. No one gets fired for using Cisco. Huawei, okay, dangerous, right? But Cisco can. So if you want to sell the government, you want to work with Cisco. Everyone trusts Cisco. The old times was IBM, but now it's Cisco. Now probably AWS, right? So you partner with a bigger name, you got a chance. No one mentioned this. I left this empty. Who's that?
Secretary.
Sorry?
Secretary.
Next time you go visit the boss, you give the boss a gift, you make sure you give the secretary a gift. Because many times the secretary say, hey, TY, don't come this afternoon. Bad mood. Hey, TY, come this morning. He is in a very good mood. The daughter just got full distinction in PSLE. Come, you can now talk. Right? Or TY, your competitor just came. You better now come. He had a very good session in competitor. So the PAs, hey, sorry, give back book. I'm just kidding. Don't forget the PAs, okay? Don't forget the PAs, because many a times they will help you control, they're the gatekeeper, right? So don't just talk to these people. If possible, I'm not saying every account you must do this, then you have no time, but your strategic one, you want to be able to start looking at multiple people. So let me share with you all this very interesting finding. Take a look at this from LinkedIn. Sales Navigator says that for average B2B, 5.4 decision makers. You got to be talking to at least 5.4, not one. Why do you think in B2B so many people have to make a decision? The bigger your dollar value, the more. But on average, 5.4 people, stakeholders have to decide. Why? So all those names you mentioned is correct. Sometimes you want to sell to a CEO, you must talk to a procurement, you must talk to HR, you must talk to finance, you must talk to BU. 5.4. Why so many? Why do you think? That's why your marketing event got to invite a lot. Not just one per company, right? Sometimes 3, 4, 5, 6 different people. Why?
Because, for example, if the boss, let's say the CEO wants to buy, finance still needs to ensure that they have enough cash flow to make the payment.
So if you only target the CEO very gung-ho for the solution, goes back and the finance say, hey, sorry, cannot. Yeah. Right? No, the cash flow not good, or this quarter very bad, push to next quarter. Then your deal is gone. But if you invited the CFO and the procurement, or you involve them plus CEO, and you somehow touch base with all of them will say, hey, actually, not bad, this event, okay, or let's all just decide, go ahead with it. There's another more fundamental reason. Why? And this is a global reason. Why 5.4?
Diffusion of responsibility of decision.
Cover your ass. I kid you not. It's right. Diffusion of responsibility. I dare not make the decision myself. So, hey, if it go wrong, I got 4.4 other colleagues also agree with me, not just me. CFO say okay. Procurement also say okay. Yes. You say in a nice way, Krishna, diffusion of responsibility. The truth is cover your ass. Okay? Really, it's the truth. Okay? Yes.
Question. This is kind of, I think, for both marketing and sales.
Okay.
Because marketing is supposed to plan the events.
Yes.
Right? But I think the biggest problem that we have is to invite. Like, how do you get these people in the room in the first place?
Sure.
Because especially the C level and the D level is very hard for them to say yes to like a cold invite. Can you share, since I know that sales usually have to invite these people to the event.
So how to invite?
What was your invite strategy like when you work with marketing?
My first view is that if it's a cold invite, it's very hard. Yeah, a lot of times when I took part in those events, it's because my salespeople under me already have relationship with those people. So because they already have relationship, they'll tell the CEO, hey, look out for the email. My marketing is going to blast out to you and your 3 other people. Most of them will accept because they already have a relationship. For cold invites, I won't say the only way. There have been cases where we've been successful getting cold invites, and that's usually we have a nice, expensive makan, and we got a famous speaker. Then most of them say, oh, okay. I don't know you, but never mind. I'm curious. I like to come. It can be 1 or 2 depending, but I find that Singaporeans, If they don't know you, very hard. But you have Lee Kuan Yew coming to speak my event. Oh, I don't mind going, right? I once had an event where we had, who's that guy that was very controversial politician? See, now I forgot his name already. The one, no, Singapore government. Philip Yeo, that's right, you're right. When we invited Philip Yeo, wow, everyone, including prospects, all want to turn up. They want to listen to him, right? Some of them even brought his book so that he can autograph, right? But money, right?
So how do you get these, very famous speakers? Like you pay them, is it?
So sometimes relationship. If you are Singtel or StarHub, Lee Hsien Young just call Philip, and Philip will turn up, right? Sometimes relationship, C-level, board level sort of relationship. Okay? Yeah.
But okay, I get it. You saying that cold invites is very hard.
Harder.
Like
Not impossible, yeah.
Okay, but the acceptance rate is expected to be low.
Low.
So what's a better alternative way? Is it to try to invite the lower, like the more the manager?
Also can.
The people under.
Yeah, working level. Or sometimes you invite all, and then due to attrition, maybe certain number turn up, usually mid-management, then you got to work your way up. Build that relationship mid-management, and then from mid-management work upwards. Yeah, but if you can do the top-down better still, right? Okay. I do want to say this though. Okay, very important. Do not be one of the people that take part in the tender for 3, where they don't know you, you're just helping them make the number 3. Okay? Don't be a stranger. I was actually talking to a CEO of a search firm. He says that he will never allow his staff to take part in tenders unless he has met that company minimum 3 times. Anything less than 3, don't take part in the tender. You're just making up the numbers. All right? Okay. So since we're talking about people, you are now, okay, put yourself in a position, you're now the account manager to go and target Singtel, or you want to target Singtel. Where to start?
LinkedIn.
Good. Where else? LinkedIn, for sure. The last slide today is my LinkedIn QR code. Connect with me, okay? That's very important. What else? LinkedIn. Where else? Some people know LinkedIn. You'll be surprised. I'm going to look out for C-level. No LinkedIn, right? Rule of thumb, the older they are, no LinkedIn, okay? What else? Where to start other than LinkedIn? Singtel, listed company, go where? SGX annual report, okay? Or website. So take a look at this. Wow, Singtel in the annual report spells out all the business units and all the supporting division, and better still, faces. Whew. So now, you want to sell IT. Which are the names you should target if you are selling an IT product or digital product? Take a look. Let me know.
Chief Digital Officer.
Chief Digital, this one.
CTO.
This one. So number 3, number 9. Who else? Anyone else? And you are right.
Number 1, number 7, NCS.
If you want to target NCS specifically, yes. Number 1 and number 7, you're right. Digital, what else? Are you missing? What else? Sorry?
Oh, number 12.
Absolutely, 10. Who else? Number 12. Number 12, wow, your eyes so, yeah. My brother, Bill Cheng, I'm T.Y. Cheng. No, I'm just kidding. But I met him, he actually said, hey, T.Y., I'll buy from you because we must take care of our own, right? Oh, yeah, Bill Cheng. Don't forget this. Okay? Don't forget finance. Okay? Now, I ask you a question. If you now have to sell training services, like Equinet, let's say, right? Who should we target for training in this list? Training.
11.
Who? Number what? 11 is Group Corporate Officer, Mark Chong. Okay, potentially, who else? There's a better person. Who? Absolutely. HR, right? Who said 4? Was it you? Both, okay? Yeah. If you are selling HR products, services, or training, you want to look for number 4. Eileen Tan. Been there for years, right? Group Chief People and Sustainability Officer. Okay? Good start. Now you tackle Brad Talk. No pictures, no org chart, nothing in the annual report. No annual report, by the way. So how? Huh? Okay, good. Google. Where else? Yup, good. So mix of AI and Google. So I would say turn to AI. Look at what I found. Annual report doesn't have, so I said, okay, Copilot, tell me who are the key management for Brad Talk. Boom. Then I went to double check with ChatGPT. But the problem is, remember I said don't trust AI? Different names leh. How come? One says CEO is James Quack. One says CEO is Quack Meng Tong. Which, by the way, is not, Quack Meng Tong is the same person as George Quack. But they just put, yeah. So how? How you trust them? So Google, I said, okay, both are giving me wrong answers. Go and Google. Neither. Not James, not George. It is Jonathan, the son of George. Okay. So yeah, by all means use AI, but you want to verify. Let me show you how inaccurate AI is. Take a look at Love Bonito. I went to search. Anyone wants to guess how many mistakes this is? This was only done 2 weeks ago. Wrong. Oh my goodness. Look at how many mistakes. Better don't trust, man. Look at that.
Is it because it's outdated or it's hallucinating?
I keep searching regularly, keep coming out with these names. 2 of them. Yeah? So maybe it's pulling out from different reports. So just now you said 75%, right? Remember I said, okay, the accuracy rate, guess what? It's 32%. 1/3. Look how inaccurate this is. So always when we do AI, always verify with the website if they have. Okay? So let's go back here. Let's choose friendly Miss Tan, okay? Since we want to sell training package to her. What next? Now you identify, okay, she's the one that we want to tackle. What next?
Finance.
Oh, no, who else next? Let's say now we want to zoom in on her.
Okay.
What next? Anyone? Contact, eh? Yeah. Hey, Eileen, I am T.Y. Chang. How? It's okay, we can do direct sometimes, but what next? Before you contact her, what other research should you do? You don't want to contact her and you have nothing to say, you know. Remember I said step 1 is credibility. You want to know a bit about her. So what next? Now that you identify Eileen Tan is the one that you want to target.
You should identify what could be the gaps
in
terms of the training needs that they need.
Okay, good. What could be the gaps? And she might have gaps. Good. What else?
Research on the strategy for HR.
Good. Go into annual reports to see do they mention anything about their training plans for the year FY26. Where are they focusing? Is it in Singapore? Is it in regional? What areas do they want? Soft skills or AI or marketing or what? Yeah, potentially. What else?
B2B is B2B. Try to understand her in the first place through your normal network or contacts or LinkedIn or Facebook.
Good.
Use all the ways to understand
her. Understand her personally. Good. And one way to do that, so Krishna is correct, one way to do that is jump deeper into her LinkedIn. Right? It's there for you. Oh my goodness, when I open her LinkedIn, everyone, somehow she's not gold, so she doesn't know you're looking, okay? Right? If it's gold, she can tell who's looking at her. You all know that? You must look for the little gold.
It doesn't matter because if she knows I'm looking for her, then she might click on my profile.
Potentially. Or she may think you're stalking her, then she try to avoid you, right? You never know how it plays, right? But yeah, true, that's true. So what I did was I went straight into her social media. I want to ask, Facebook can or not? Facebook, what do you think?
It's not professional related. It's very much her hobbies, her personal life.
Yeah. So I'll probably won't say wrong, yes or no. I'll just say it depends. If it's public, by all means, right? By all means. But you don't want to be going in every day, then she will think you're kind of stalking her, right? So you don't be a bit careful. So okay, let's stay to LinkedIn. But social media, Facebook also can. So look at what she's posting. And what she's posting will give you a hint of what she's interested in. So that when you speak to her, you don't want to be talking about weather. You want to be talking about things that are very specific. Congratulate her on community chairs. Congratulate her on her sustainability and people culture agenda called RISE. Congratulate her on her learning fiesta. 17 years, Singtel has been running the learning fiesta, an event for L&D, right? These are the things that when you look, it's not posted that long ago. This was only, 5 months ago. Yeah, this one was 2 months ago. Yeah, so not that long ago. By all means, right? Look for all these. So you then can talk to her in a more credible manner. The other thing is, besides her posting, then look at what she's reading or what she's following. See? Okay? Why do you think she's reading about Albanese and Jacinda? Why? Anyone? I think just now someone did mention something along that line. Australia. PM of Australia and former PM of New Zealand. And obviously she's looking because she is also in charge of Optus, right? Overall in charge of Optus. Okay? May have a rough idea that she's interested in cooking, right? Culinary Institute and so forth. Very, very into leadership, L&D, coaching. Right? So it gives you a sense of, this is what she is all about. Okay? So, I want to slightly go beyond there to now talk about this. Selling has everything to do with P2P, and selling is psychology. What do I mean by that? Selling is all about psychology. Anyone? Marketing also. Selling, marketing, it's all about psychology. It's all about P2P. So, of course, I want to talk about, anyone knows what is this?
It's a brain left side, right side, and how to...
Hey, you must not take over. You're absolutely right. Left side, right side. What am I talking about when I say left brain, right brain? What is this about? This psychology. What is left brain? When I say you are very left brain, what does left brain mean?
Emotions. You think with emotions.
Okay, I'll tell you that is right brain. But okay, you're 50% right. What's left brain then?
Logic.
Good. What else? Logic. What else? Left brain. And when you target your customers, you must reach both sides of the brain. Okay? Sorry? Analytical, yes. What else? What else? Very practical, pragmatic. So actually the left brain is all this. Okay? 1 + 1, always 2. So when you sell or you want to build relationship, you want to tackle the left. But you also want to tackle the right, which sometimes is more important. What is right brain? Now that you know right brain is not this. What is it? Emotions. What else? Sensing or intuition, maybe. What else? Right brain. Good. Artistic, creative, music. What else? Any more right brain? All this. So 1 + 1 equals what for these people? Yeah, correct. 1 + 1 means anything. Okay. 小小 one. Okay. So when you want to connect with a person P2P, you want to make sure you tackle both sides. Many a times we tend to tackle only the left, right? We talk about costs, we talk about pricing. That's left. Are we missing out the right? So actually, Dale Carnegie, in fact, one of the books is from Dale Carnegie, one of the prizes, right? States that actually when you're dealing with people, even if they are the CEO or CIO, you're actually dealing with a person of emotions, not pure logic. So you must make sure you tackle the right brain as well. Don't just tackle the left. If you tackle the left, 33% of the time, you will land properly. But if you tackle the right, double of it, your chances of winning is even better. If you tackle both, the chances of connecting P2P is extremely high. The problem with us is most times we only talk about this. We don't talk about that. Okay, so combine both if you can. So let me now talk about DISC very quickly. What is DISC? Anyone knows this? I'm sure you all have done, right? DISC, one way or the other, when you are in when you were being employed or HR sends you for some training. What is DISC all about?
It's personality.
The keyword is personality. And yes, you are about to say what's D, I, S, and C, right? Let's take a look at it. Now, to build this is based on two measurements. One is in a social setting, are you outgoing or are you reserved? Social setting, okay? Roughly in this room, I can see who are outgoing, just knowing you all for about 2 hours, and who are a little bit quieter. So, social setting. Now, in the work setting, are you task-focused or are you people-oriented? So, based on this, DISC came out with 4 personalities. Are you outgoing and task-focused, which means you're dominant? Or are you outgoing and friendly and people-oriented, means you're influenced? Or are you people-oriented but you're very quiet, means you're steady? And last but not least, are you quiet and you are focused on the task, means you're compliant? DISC. Every one of us here falls under one of the 4. You will probably show characteristics of all 4, but you will have one dominant. Okay? So I ask you, if you see me, you only know me for 2 hours, what do you think I am, DIS or C? What do you think?
Influence.
Okay, you say, why do you say I'm influenced? I'm outgoing and I'm people-oriented, is it? Okay, what about the rest? If I'm D, I'll go like that. No? The whole time I'm going like until my hand is pain. If I'm a C or a S, I'll be talking to you all from here. Okay, step 1, step 2, because I dare not go out to reach out to you. So you're right, I'm actually a I. I'm outgoing and I'm people-oriented, right? What do you think you are? What do you think your customers are? The ones that you are connecting. So let's go through it very quickly and then you tell me. I'll ask for a show of hands. D. People who are D tend to be this. You are driven, directive. You are direct, decisive, do things. You are always this. You're always running, speed, do things fast. Okay? That's a D. Okay? And if you want to connect with a D, these are the words that you must say to them. They're all about numbers. They're all about achievement. All right? Talk about, hey, you can achieve this. You'll be able to hit your bottom line. D. Anyone D here as I go through this? You think you're D? No? You think you're probably? Okay, not so extreme. So probably definitely outgoing than reserved. So you're probably one of this, so it depends, right? Okay. Thank you. I. Okay, that will describe you. And if you want to connect with an I, this is what you say. Hey, if you take up this service, you are the first, you know. Wow, you are moving the market. Oh, okay. I'm a sucker for this. Every time I buy new shoes, because I'm the first in Singapore to have this shoe, right? Wow, okay. At first, 3 weeks later, no more. It come out to the market. Everyone has it. Okay, this I. S, slow and steady. Okay. Last one, cautious. This one wants proof, case studies, white paper, industry documents, show me proof. So in the 2 days course, we will go into this much deeper. How do you connect with a person if you think he or she is a DISC? More importantly, what are you so that you will hold back your natural inclination? A D wants to talk a lot, but if you're meeting a customer, you better let the D talk. You better hold back, right? That's the summary. So now I want to ask, by show of hands, who do you think for yourself, you are a D. So I think Natalia says maybe a D, but not hardcore. D or D or C. Also, you're on this side, okay? Who is a D here? Ayo, they're not admit. Who is an I? Who you think is an I? Okay, yeah, I say Krishna, talkative, friendly. I. Who is an S? Slow and steady, keep quiet. Yeah, slow, steady. Okay. See, the S are all put up hands like that one. The I put up like that. The D go me. And who's a C? C. Sure, C. Okay, that's interesting. C. Never put out. Okay. So, personality. So let's see whether you're accurate or not. I'm going to ask you all. This fella, and this is not Krishna, sorry. Mahatma Gandhi. D-I-S or C? I. It's true, many times when I show this, a lot of people say I, regardless of the country. Philippines all say I. Oman, I. Australia, I. But remember, he may be influential, but he's a very quiet person. Right? So what do you think he is? His profile, his public persona shows he must be influential, but he wanted peace, safety. So what is he in reality? What do you think? S. Okay? Let's try the next person. Hillary Clinton. D-I-S or C? D. And quite clear, right? Loud, right? Fierce, right? Mother Teresa. What do you think? Look again carefully at this. What do you think? S? So I hear a few S, I hear a few C. So you all feel definitely she's very quiet, she's reserved. It's either S or C, definitely not D and I. So you're right, it's S. Okay? Everyone knows her. If you ever appear on her show, in US it's 4 p.m., and she says, whoa, this product that Ji Kyung sold to me is fantastic. I bought a couple of it. Do you know that it will be sold out immediately? Because her word holds weight. So what is she? She's a big I, right? She influences. What do you think? Yeah. Scientist, right? Goes by rules and logic and numbers. Okay? Our favorite. What do you think? Not just a D, a huge D. Shoot first, ask questions later, right? Dominance. Have you all seen him shake hands? Come, stand up, I want to show you. Have you all seen him shake hands? I'm dominant over you. Shake like that one, right? Never shake like that one. Because he doesn't view himself as your equal. He views him as dominant over you. Then our poor Lee Hsien Loong also like that, right? So they end up shake like that, Lee Hsien Loong like that, right? D, okay? D. So when you meet your customers, you want to kind of size them out. May not be easy first time, so you read their profile, you read their social media, you read their LinkedIn, then you kind of paint a picture. In fact, I'll even say, sometimes besides themselves, their roles will tell you what they might be. Would you believe? Typically, a D tends to be these fellas. CEO, COO, head of sales. Typically. Who do you think are the I's then? Sorry? HR? Who else? I'll tell you HR is not, and I'll tell you why. HR, actually, people are very quiet. They like to be in the background. So they are not I's. Who do you think are I's? Sales? Who else? Your boss. Marketing. All marketeers, especially C-level, are definitely I. CEO have to play two roles, so sometimes they double up. Who do you think are the S? Soft, silent, quiet, support in the background. Sorry? HR is the big one right there. Okay? Sometimes CIO, sometimes CTO, but HR is big. And the last one, quiet. All about numbers. finance, procurement, legal, right? These people, okay? So it actually sometimes, I want to say we don't want to put people in boxes, but by and large, you are, your behavior is affected or is influenced by the role you play, okay? And people tend to gravitate to the personality that is strongest for their role. So if you are sales, you tend to gravitate towards a D or I, because that, for salesperson, D and I are the strongest characteristics for sales. If you are HR, you tend to gravitate towards this. Take note, there's no one that's better than the other, okay? It's neutral. It just is some roles calls for more strengths around compliance, some is steadiness, some is influence, some is dominance, okay? So, let me say, if your boss asks you to go meet a customer, but you have no time, Edward, go meet a customer, now it's 10 to 5, go meet a customer sharp at 5. You got no time to know his role, so you don't know CEO, CEO, CFO, whatever. You have no time to look at his social media, so you can't even see anything. How do you, when you sit down in front of the customer, how do you size him or her out as a D, I, S, or C? Anyone? Sorry? Good, potentially dressing. I would dress in what ways? What do you think? Or D would dress in what way compared to a S or C? Again, we don't put people into boxes, but maybe a D may be a bit louder. True? A I may be a bit flashier. Huh? Sorry? You exchange name card to get the... Hey, now have you noticed no one have name cards anymore? True? No one have name cards anymore. They'll say, just scan my QR code. But yeah, exchange name card, straight away you see the title. Then you can kind of decipher. Good. Give you lah. What else? So we say observation, clothing, exchange name card. What else?
See how the person communicates.
Good! Ask them questions and see not just what they say, but how they say it. True? Person that answered, oh, yeah, my weekend was very good. Maybe an S or C, right? Yes. My weekend was awesome! D or I. Right? So many times what you want to do is ask open-ended questions, okay? No harm asking and just size them out. So it's not just what they answer, but how they answer. So those are the questions that you want to ask. Okay? So let's give examples. There. Quite easy, right? All your what, who, where, when, how. And it doesn't need to be work-related questions. It can also be personal questions. So as long as you ask open-ended questions like these, then you can decipher, this person potentially a D, I, S, or C. All right? My last word of advice. In sales, you obviously need to have soft skills. What must you avoid in terms of questions? Anyone? Okay, good. Don't ask politics, because politics, especially in America, is very sensitive. What else? What else? What type of questions shouldn't you ask? I'll give you a personal question. I'll give you a hint here. What type of questions should you not ask? Personal, politics, what else?
Are you married? How many kids do you have?
They're a bit invasive, right? Last time I even had an account manager report to me. Ask the lady customer, how heavy are you? Why? I got no idea. So I'm like, I want to kick the person. Don't ask this type of question. What significance? Or age, yeah. What else? Take a look at here. What is missing here? What is missing there? What bubble is missing there? Never ask why, okay? Why is the most invasive of questions. My wife and I have agreed never to ask why. Why are you so late? How do you switch a question like why are you so late into something less invasive? Why are you so late? Your makeup put so much, is it? Why are you so late? We're already late already. Why? How do you switch that question into something softer, but you still get...
Usually, sensitive question, I would say, help me understand
In ours, what happened that led to your delay? What? Not why. How can we prevent this from occurring in the future? Maybe leave home earlier, right? So let's try, switch all this into another question, but still the same meaning by getting rid of why. Never ask customers why, okay? Why did you call us sooner? Now, last minute, tender is due tomorrow. Why? How do you switch that to the same meaning, but not why? Anyone? Want to try? I can see it's right at your... okay, what kept you from calling us earlier? What? Rather than why you call us so late. Why are you even considering them? They are my competitors. Why are you talking to them? How to switch that to something nicer? Good! What are they offering that I can interest you on? What? They got a pretty account manager. Chi Kiong, can you... I'm just kidding. They will say all the features, the pricing. What are they offering? Not why. Last one. Ayo, why are you taking so long to make a decision? FY is closing. Sorry? What is holding you back? Good. Budget, decision-making process, long procurement process. What is keeping you from making the decision? So as long as you switch that psychologically, you are no more being invasive. Okay? So I want to manage time. I know time is up. I actually want you all to do this, but don't worry, because time is up. In the 2 days, I'll be asking you all to start identifying which customer you want to target in your nominated account. What are their roles and titles? What DISC personality do you think they are? And please help me find out what personal interests they have. All else being equal, if you have that personal interest, that you know that personal interest, all else being equal, they'll give it to you. I have many times where I went and meet this head of sales in Philippines. I knew that she had a particular type of dog. So guess what? I gave her a card with that picture of that dog. Do you think I won more deals from her subsequently? Yes. Rather than give her a picture of a flower, very generic, I found out she likes poodles, right? And so I gave her a card with a poodle. So I will be challenging you all during the 2 days. Find out one personal interest of them. Use that in your next meeting. Okay?
How do you even ask the person, you know?
About interest, is it?
Yeah.
You don't. You don't. You should already know. So this storytelling, I'm asking you all to go and do your research, whether it's Facebook, whether it's talking to their staff. So in my case, I talk to her staff. Hey, what's her interest? Oh, she loves dogs. What sort of dog? Poodles. How many dogs does she have? 7. Oh, 7. Right? And sometimes, guess what? They do post this on their social media, sometimes on LinkedIn. So once you see all that and you read all that, you go in very, very prepared. Okay? And that's what I did. Straight away, this morning, order more services from me. Simply because of this little personal touch. Okay? So, we have come to the end of today. Okay? 2 days. Thank you. No, it's okay. This is 2 days. Today we only covered just this only. We covered strategy lightly, we covered industry lightly, and we cover management lightly. I'm hoping that if you join the 2 days, we are going to go into building out your whole story template, that story template. We're going to talk about building a point of view that's disruptive, insightful. We're going to get you to role play your story among each other so that you can give feedback to each other. We're going to talk about how to handle objections, how to use body language. Don't ever talk to customers like that, right? I'm so open to all your ideas. This is not, right? Then we'll talk a little bit about sales funnels, sales tools like Salesforce, LinkedIn, LinkedIn Sales Navigator and all that. And how do you build a strong account plan? All this from my 20 odd years of experience together with inputs from customers, I built this up. Hope to be able to share this with you all over the 2 days. Okay. Last thing you'll need to do, I want to give away prizes. So can you all count your prizes and shout out your name and your dollars? And I think, sorry, what's your name? Flynn. Finn will then record down, okay? Can you count? I just want to give away 4 prizes. Meanwhile, once you finish counting and give your scores, please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, okay? And then we will gather the dollars and we want to have a little prize ceremony and the team photo, right?